Hello everybody, Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelorette Recap, which premieres tonight. It's big premiere night here in Bachelor Nation. Got a lot to cover today. Katie Thurston's making her rounds. We've got her on Live with Kelly or Live with Regis. I call it Live with Regis if you're old enough. You know it's Regis and Kathy Lee. None of these scrubs they replaced him with. We'll go into that interview later on today. Plus, Chris Harrison negotiating his exit with power attorney Brian Friedman. We'll have to see if he's actually going to leave, what kind of paycheck he gets. My guess, upwards of $20 million, just a random guess, because Bachelor producers do not want an ugly divorce there. Let me tell you something. I'm sure they will pay him heftily to not talk trash on his way out the door. And in the meantime, lots of other content to cover, so stick around, hit the like button, and please subscribe. I would appreciate that. Thank you so much. This past year, we went from 2,000 to 30, 2,000, 2,000 to 32. 2,000 is like a high school arena. 32,000 is like the LA Lakers, right? So thank you so much to the 30,000 new subscribers. You guys blow my mind. I appreciate you. Maybe by the end of the season, we'll be at 50 or 100. Who really knows? But let's jump right into the video here. We've got Katie Thurston's interview on Good Morning America.
Premiere is tonight, and we're one-on-one with Katie. R.K. Lee Hartung spoke with the new Bachelorette about her journey to find love and all the ups and downs throughout the new season. Good morning again, Kaylee, and I had to make sure that Katie and Kaylee, that we didn't get it mixed up.
Keep it straight. Appreciate that,
Smooth
Michael.
intro.
Get your popcorn ready. You know, Bachelor Nation applauded Katie for standing up to the mean girls last season. Well, now it's time for her to keep a house full of men in line. And of course, find love.
Oh my God, there's so many of you guys.
So many.
The Bachelorette is back.
So raise a glass and we'll cheers to love.
Cheers to love.
But fan favorite Katie isn't giving up any spoilers.
Did you find love? Can you blink once if you're engaged?
I can't do any of that. But I mean, the hope is you find love, right?
She says her search for love is a wild ride.
How tightly do we need to buckle up for this one?
It's like a roller coaster when you're like slowly creeping up. It's like very fine. It's fun. You're getting ready. You get to that top, it drops.
You lived this season, but are you ready to watch the season?
It's gonna be hard because I'll be honest, there's more than one person that I do fall for. You know, like I said, you have a great group of men, what do you expect? And so watching those emotions back and those connections form, I think that is gonna be a little tough.
What did you learn about yourself through this journey?
Oh, that I need to loosen up.
You need to loosen up?
But I love having control, and in this, you don't. Once you finally let go of that, that's when the greatness starts to happen.
I'm looking for the Bachelorette.
Oh my God.
After all, 30 men make their entrances on night one.
30 guys.
It's perfect.
Stole my pun. Oh my God.
GMA has an exclusive look at what happens next.
Oh, wow. I was gonna try and practice like a speech and be perfect tonight, but that's not me, and that's not who I want you guys to be. You know, I want you to be yourselves. I've been in your shoes, and tonight is scary. Step out of your comfort zone, because also, this is weird.
We've heard a rumor that filming wrapped a week early. Yeah. Does that mean there's some kind of plot twist at the end we should prepare ourselves for?
I mean, the end is crazy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Are you happy with the outcome?
I'm happy. You know, I had to tell myself everything happens for a reason. That's what you have to really embrace, and that's what I've been doing.
Little speed round, okay?
Okay.
Who's the best kisser?
Greg.
Yikes.
Who's
Whoa.
the most attractive?
Ooh, Justin.
Who is the most sincere?
Andrew S.
Who is the funniest?
Trey.
Who had the best entrance?
Ooh, Connor B.
Who'd you go on the best date with?
Michael A.
Who do you fall in love with?
Myself.
Man, I thought maybe we could just throw that one in at the end. Who would make the best father?
Whoa.
Michael A.
Who's the best husband material?
Michael A.
Michael A. Get him in your Bachelorette pools, guys. Place your bets. So Katie told me she went into this season thinking she had a clear picture of who she was looking for. Someone confident and loud and funny, a lot like her. But she told me what surprised her most through this journey was learning that opposites do attract. Take that as a hint, if you will, Michael.
Yep, what a tease that is. You never know what's going to happen on The Bachelorette and Kaylee.
Listen, you don't want Yeah, if you're loud and boisterous, you don't want a partner who's loud and boisterous. Then you just have an improv team, and that's not what you want at all. Very interesting scenarios going down here, a little bit to cover. I'm actually surprised we got this much info out of Katie. Here's what's interesting, right? Let's assume she chose someone. Whoever she chose, it's not one of the guys she missed in these superlatives. Best kisser, Greg. So say she chooses Greg. Most attractive, Justin. So then imagine if you fall for someone and she thinks another guy is more attractive. Best entrance, Connor B. Falls in love with herself. And then husband material is Michael A. You know, we've got a lot. She's throwing just curveballs and, you know, she's all over the place. This is like when you're playing poker with somebody who doesn't know how to gamble. You can't read them because they're like, oh, I'm going all in. I'm doing this. I'm blackjack. It's like, no, we're playing slots. It's roulette. They're just throwing dice at you. That's not the game. I feel like that's where Katie was in this interview. So it's like, who knows? We've had the wrong spoilers. Of course, a lot of people think Reality Steve's insiders are gone this season, so nobody knows what happens. They do know the top 4, they say. I will share that in a separate video if you want to be spoiled and see who the top 4 are, but none of that is really revealed within this interview. It's interesting, Good Morning America labels Katie as a fan favorite, and I wanted to actually get to this. Let's see if I can pull this up. I wasn't planning on talking about this here. You know what? Let's show another promo. Why not? We're here. Let's show another promo. This is Katie's promo. You know what? No, I'm gonna go back to that. So Live with Kelly and Ryan. We'll show this later. What else do we have here? I mean, she's making all the rounds, right? That'll probably be like a Zoom interview, which really stinks. If I was doing, you know, Live with Kelly and Ryan, I would for sure want to be in the room with Flotus. That would be pretty cool. No offense, Dr. Fauci. Would rather meet Flotus here. All right, so this is interesting, as I like to say. This is Katie Thurston posting on Instagram stories. She said, my first, speaking about being a fan favorite, it's proven here. For years, she's watched the show. My first ever message to Caitlin Bristow was back in 2016. Life has now come full circle with her helping me along the way during my struggles and sadness. Always been a believer of women supporting women. I'm excited for you all to see what that looks like starting tonight. Let's zoom in a little bit here. This is what Katie Thurston said to Caitlin Bristow. I don't think we got a response at the time from Caitlin, but she said, "Dearest, beautiful Caitlin, I saw a picture reshared on Instagram of you crying and it broke my heart. I've never messaged someone I didn't know, let alone someone as popular as yourself, but women to women, I felt I needed to reach out. I want you to know you are beautiful both inside and out. You've been my favorite, and I enjoyed watching your journey and seeing glimpses of it now. Can't have the rainbow without the rain, and I'm sorry people are cruel. You sparkle, and people can be jealous. There is nothing to gain by bringing someone down unless it's only to make one feel better about themselves. And at that point, I pity them. I'm sorry for them, that they don't have the confidence enough to feel beautiful, so they have to tear down someone else. From one woman to another, stay strong. Don't let them take off your crown. The storm will pass, and you will have your rainbow." I mean, how crazy is that? And then, of course, we have Caitlin Bristow in getting engaged to Jason Tartick. This, I believe, 2016 was probably around when she broke up with Sean Booth, of course. And now we've watched Caitlin Bristow flourish on Dancing with the Stars and really find the love she might not have gotten on the show when, of course, she hooked up with someone before the fantasy suite. Ooh, you know what I mean? God forbid, you know? So Caitlin Bristow was a trailblazer in a sex-positive movement on the show, and there are traditional and conservative voices that speak out and say The Bachelor's it's a family-friendly extravaganza. It's like, listen, we're not at the fair here. They're bumping Harrisons in a yurt, okay? Don't get it twisted. The show is what it is. It dances around the FCC lines, but the show is what it is. It ain't for families. It's for starting families, all right, guys? You know what I mean? We're gonna be heating it up all season. Oh, we got a week planned. Oh boy, let me tell you about that. I got a lot of coffee and I am ready to go. So anyway, very interesting stuff to see who Katie liked. You know what? While we're here, while I have you guys, let's also play the promo that they dropped today. Speaking of supporting women on women, don't you love these new graphics I have? It's looking really good. Here's Katie's new promo for tonight's episode, showcasing Caitlin Bristow and Tayshia Adams a little bit more, the co-hosts of the show. And of course, stick around for the other content. I'm going to be sharing the rumors of Chris Harrison negotiating his exit strategy. We'll have to see what the hell happens. But anyway, this is Justin Takes the Batch. My good friend over there in New York City who covers The Bachelor compiled this promo, and let's take a look.
On this season of The Bachelorette, Katie's got friends on the inside. to help lead her to love.
Bachelorette rule number 1, definitely don't count anybody out.
You're gonna know who gives you the butterflies. You're gonna know who gives you the heebie-jeebies.
It's like having sisters here.
Can't wait.
Let the journey begin.
The new season of The Bachelorette premieres tonight on ABC.
Guys, I'm so excited for this. Let me tell you something. The second she did that to that guy, I've got so much planned. I'm going to have so much to talk about. Look, here's the deal. It's going to be different. Chris Harrison was like a fatherly figure. Now they've got bestie figures. The energy is going to be different. Call it better, call it worse. That's up to you to decide. It will be different. I think it will be fresh. As much as I personally, you know, as much as I would like to see a redemption arc for Chris Harrison, maybe that comes in the future. Maybe not. We'll have to see how it all plays out. We will see people's true colors as the days emerge. That is for sure. Anyways, let me know what you think of all this. So much coming because we've got, speaking of coming, Katie falls in love with multiple guys. And does she have multiple experiences with them? We'll have to find out. Because we've got 2 female co-hosts, I'm actually bringing in my fiance Tasha to do what we're going to be calling Tasha's Take, which is going to be a fashion segment every week. Because we've got, of course, Katie Thurston, the lead, and the 2 co-hosts. My fiance works in the fashion world as a fit model. She works with designers, and she's going to talk to us about what worked, how Katie makes her fashion work as a shorter person versus the tall or slender with Bristow, and all the jazz, all the little things that go into pulling off your best life and your best figure. So we'll get into all of that. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think, and that's going to be it for me. All right. There's the button. Bye, guys.